but I'm expecting to lose this spot a lot. Got really lucky there with that cooler. All the way back around to the big blind, who jams 25K, just 10 bigs.
Jackpot whispers and roulette wheels spin in the city of sin. Can't tell where I begin. Dealers gaze sharp, table feels alive. Every bet I place keeps the thrill in drive. Torching with TJ, stacking my dreams. Vegas heat rising, nothing's what it seems. Chasing that river, life on the edge. Every chip I push, I'm making my pledge.
Welcome to Las Vegas. Very bright, kind of early. 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. We're heading in to play the Gladiators.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
$300 Gladiators event. Many starting flights, I think 4. Many bullets available. Should be fun, I think. It's kind of a crazy shit show usually, but that's okay. We embrace those. This might be one of the largest fields of the summer. The cheapest bracelet event available. Everybody and their mom coming out to play this one. Let's hope they don't go 10-handed. I don't think they will. They haven't very often. They got the Province and the Normandy ballrooms to handle the overflow and the smaller events and stuff. If it happens, it'll probably happen on Saturday, and we hope to God to not still be playing this event on Saturday. Walking into the shoe, we got our Starbucks quad venti soy latte, because 2 shots isn't enough. 3 shots is almost the sweet spot. 4 shots? Oh, baby. We're ready to roll. Actually, caffeine has almost zero effect on me these days. It just keeps me at a status quo. I worked at Starbucks for years back in the days, and I think I developed an intolerance to caffeine at that point. This sounds healthy, right? As I voice it out. We still enjoy the brew. We'll take 4 shots any day. Hopping in right at the start, be a few minutes into level 1. Walking to the shoe now. 1 bullet in the Gladiators. I want to be a gladiator. I want to be a gladiator.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
First break of the Gladiators. It's about noon. We're heading to the Pokerwork Legends Lounge. Today's community day over there. They have free water, free coffee, free tea, free snacks, free Wi-Fi, private bathroom. What else could you want? We're going to head there right now, talk through a few hands because we have piles. All right, in the Pokerwork Legends Lounge. Look at these legends appropriately in this lounge. That's why they call it that, I think. We're on first break, and we have 57,600 from 30K starting. So almost 2x starting stack. Let's talk through a couple big hands. First big hand, we opened pocket aces under the gun at the 200 big blind level. We opened to 600, and the button calls us. We both have about the same stat. This is very early on in the tournament. Flop is Queen, 9, Deuce, 2 hearts. Queen, 9, Deuce, 2 hearts. We continue for 900, and he calls. Turn is a 3 of clubs. We bet 2,400, and he calls again. The river is a jack of diamonds, so all the draws miss except for like 8, 10 of hearts, king, 10 of hearts if he's got a combo draw. We check. This actually is a pretty bad card for us. If he has a queen, it's oftentimes queen jack. If he has something like 10 jack, probably not going to call a big river bet. It's possible, but unlikely. And then like the king 10s and 8 10s, like I said, hard to get value out of king queen for 3 streets. So I feel like it's a river we can check and evaluate. He goes ahead and bets big. He bets 7,000 on the river. He's a guy from Spain, young, aggressive player. A lot of people, I just fold the big river bets, this particular player. So let's talk about a couple things about our hand and the properties that our hand has, right? We have the ace of hearts, which is bad. We do not want to have the ace of hearts. We'd rather not have the ace of hearts because that means he has more bluffs than nut flush draw. But there are other hearts draws available, and if they have bricked, more likely to want to bluff. I've just seen people do crazy stuff in live poker, so it's really hard to fold aces to a player like this. It's not really hard, it's just I'm probably not going to do it most of the time, especially with 2 re-entries available, wanting to build a stack. You know, if he has all the missed heart draws, then I'm good. But I'm expecting to lose this spot a lot. We would rather have something like ace-queen than aces. If we had ace-queen, we'd block a lot of his queen-jacks, queen-9s. that sort of thing. Aces, we actually unblock those, which means he has more 2 pairs in his range. So we go ahead and call, not really sweating it either way, expecting to lose but hoping not to. And he turns over Jack 9 suited. So he rivered the 2 pair, went for some big value, good on him, well played, and we lose a little bit. Then we mix it up. We raise up Ace of Clubs, Jack of Spades from early position to 600, get called by the cutoff. This guy from St. Martin, who we've been mixing it up. He's very friendly, playing some big pots. And flop is Queen, 9, Deuce, 2 clubs. We have the Ace of Clubs, so we have full reign to go ahead and bet this board. A lot of good turn cards for us. Backdoor straight draws, backdoor flush draws, plus we can represent the nut flush. He calls our continuation bet of 1,000. The turn comes an offsuit 4, complete brick. We size up to 3,400, leaving ourselves with 10,100 behind. We were a lot of table talk between him and I. I asked him how much he wants, and he said he wants all of it. This was before the hand started. So I said, all right, well, if we're going to play for all of it, I got to bet big here on the turn. And then I do. He thinks for a while, and he calls again. So we're setting up about a pot-sized river shove here. I'm going to give up on some cards, but planning on emptying the clip on a lot. If we hit any ace, any king, or any club, we're definitely firing. And then might do the same on a lot of bricks as well. Depends what that brick is. The river is the king of spades, so we do brick everything, but he shouldn't have a ton of kings. We're obviously worried about king, queen specifically, and that hand is going to snap us off. And then don't think he's trapping any sets or anything after I bet twice on the flush draw board. So we jam our 10,100, and he thinks for a long time, king's a good card for us. We get the folds. He lets it go. He says he had an 8. So we got him to fold the pair. So we got that one through. We're back up 20-something thousand, 23,000 when this next hand happens. Under the gun opens to 800 at the 400 big blind level. 2 callers in late position. Comes to me in the big blind, and I look down at 2 kings with the king of hearts. And I 3-bet. What size should we choose? Raise to 800, call. Well, typical heuristic is 4x the raise plus any chips in the pot, right? So that's 3,200 plus a call of 800 plus a call of 800. That would be 48 is standard. We make it a little more. We put in 5,000 for a couple reasons. We got kind of a loose aggressive image, so people are less likely to fold to us. And we want to make it very easy for them to call. We want action. So easy just to flick in 1 chip. It's a psychological thing. So if you can round up to a nice even chip, it usually will elicit more calls, or it might. So we flick in 1 5K. Under the gun folds, but the middle position, or later position player, the guy from St. Martin again, flicks in 5K. He's got about 15K behind. I barely have him covered. We go heads up to a flop of ace, queen, deuce, 2 hearts. We have kings. We don't love seeing the ace out there. We go ahead and check, and he checks behind. It telegraphs our hand strength a little bit, but I think this guy's going to play pretty face up from what I've seen. So we get more information via the check, and it won't be too difficult to get the chips in if we want to. The turn comes an 8, an offsuit 8, and I bet 2,000. I don't think this guy's ever folding to me, and he does call the 2K. I even say, I'm pretty sure you have to call everything, 2,000, and he calls. River's a 3 hearts, so the flush does come in, but we have the king of hearts, and he checked the flop, so I don't put him on many flushes. And I bet 2,000 again, squeaking out some very thin value. And he calls and mucks when I show my kings. And then one final, the big hand that got us most of our chips, we open up Jack of Spades, 10 of clubs in middle position. Play our direct left calls in the hijack, and then the button and the big blind calls. We open to 1K, by the way, at the 400 big blind level. Flop comes 7, 8, 9, all spades. So we flop the nut straight and a flush draw with the Jack of Spades. We bet 2,200 when it checks to us, and the player on our direct left raises to 5,500. Other 2 players fold. Comes back to us. We have just over 20K behind. We actually have an interesting decision. We do have him covered. He's probably not raising this flop light though. So on the 7, 8, 9 of spades board, we could just be almost dead if he has a flush or a bigger flush. And we have 10 jacks, so he doesn't have a ton of straights, right? Because we block the straights. But what if he has 5-6? What if he has 7-7, 8-8, 9-9, 9-8, and he's trying to raise for some protection? It's a really weird spot. I don't want to just call because there's a lot of scary cards on the turn. And again, I'm going to take the aggressive action in these fields. So we go ahead and jam our 10 jack. And he snap calls and says, I'm ahead right now, which we don't love. But he turns over 10 of spades, jack of clubs. We have 10 of clubs, jack of spades. So we both have the same straight, but now we're free rolling to a better flush.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so sick. Thank you. Okay. And bink the king of spades on the turn. So we just scoop him, send him packing, and we're up to almost 60K. How does Matt Hansen feel about that? We got the thumbs up from Matt. That's really all you want in this life. All right, we're going to jump back in. This break's almost over. Enjoyed some coffee in the Legends Lounge. Let's keep this train rolling. Whew, that was a lot of hand histories, and I rattled them off. Hope that makes sense. I love getting more in depth with a lot of that strategy, but it's hard to do so. And, you know, we've got a 20-minute break, 3-minute walk to and from the lounge. So we got about, realistically, like 12 minutes to say hi to those people, talk through some hand histories, grab a coffee. So I rattled through them very quickly. But at some point I'd like to, go more in depth about the thinking and the breakdown of those hands and exactly the thought process throughout. Whatever it might be, got really lucky there with that cooler straight over straight with a better flush draw, free rolling the guy and got him. So up to 2x starting, level 5. We're back, second break. One hand to talk through from before the break that I forgot about sharing. We're still at 57K. Really not a lot happened in those last 4 levels, holding strong. At the 400 big blind level, the middle position player in the low jack opened to 800. The cutoff called, and then I call in the big blind with 4-3 of spades. Low suited connector. We're going to defend the big, go 3 ways. Flop is jack 3 deuce with 1 spade. I check. The low jack player bets 800. The cutoff player calls. Go 1 of 2 ways. If we were heads up with the original raiser, we might consider check raising this one. As it is 3 ways, we're just going to call. And, there's a lot of turns that bring us, 2 pairs or backdoor flush draws or backdoor straight draws. Obviously trading cautiously because some of those cards improve my opponent's hand to a better hand. We do call, and the turn comes an offsuit 5. So no backdoor straight or flush draw coming in, but we do turn an open-ender. We could lead this card sometimes, but instead we check, and the low jack bets 1100. The cutoff gets out of the way. This is a spot like Mark Goon, Hungry Horse Poker, always says, the players kind of tell you the strength of their hands with the size of their bet. He's betting into 2 players, which he shouldn't do light, but he's betting small. He bets small on the flop and on the turn, and I just read it as weakness. We put in the check raise to 4,000. We leave ourselves with about 10.5 behind, so planning to shove a lot of rivers if he just calls. He thinks for a while and he folds. So a couple things to learn in that hand. 1, the check raise looks so strong, so don't be afraid to use it on your semi bluffs. 2, be on the lookout for like bet sizing tells. So bet small into 2 opponents. Not usually a strong hand from a more recreational player. Pounced on it, picked up all the chips without having to realize their equity. If we do get called, then we got some emergency outs and we can still bluff the river. Either way, it worked out that time. We're up to 57K at second break. Coming back to, it's a fast structure, 30-minute blinds, plus we're skipping levels. Playing 22 levels today, going to reach the money, whichever happens latest. Oh, pardon me. It'll hop in the vlog. Got 57K coming back to 1,600 big blinds. How does Matt Hansen feel about that? There's the stoicism that we've been looking for. Can he hold it? We're in the Gladiator. We're out of the Gladiator, I suppose I should say. So let's see what Blaze thinks of my bust-out hand. We worked it to 70K at the 2,500 big blind level.
That ain't nothing.
28 bigs.
Yeah.
We open under the gun with Jack to 5K.
You know what? I like that action.
The mid open?
It's good.
It's
good.
easy.
It's fine.
+1 calls me. He's an older gentleman who doesn't speak English.
All right.
If that matters. He just calls. The low jack makes it 15,000. She has me covered. She has about 120K in stack.
Okay.
All the way back around to the big blind, who jams 25K, just 10 bigs. Just 10 bigs.
Yeah.
Okay? Go with jacks or let it go?
I'm still going with the
Yeah,
jacks.
I shove it all in there. Before the old guy can even act, the lady says, "I call."
That's never a good thing.
Not great. And then the older gentleman on my left does tank folds.
Yeah,
And,
no
and,
shit.
And then she of course says, "I call," and turns over aces. Guy on my right has ace queen.
Okay.
Good luck. What you got? Oh, good. Less sets for her. Excellent news. If I make a set, she's probably not winning.
Okay. A little Broadway.
I got spades. I got spades too. Oh, okay. How about a 8? How about a jack? Nice hand. Good luck, everybody. 10 high board, and we busto. Punt meter, 1 out of 5.
Not a punt,
No, it's
really.
not a punt. 27 bigs. But at the same time, I don't think she's ever bluffing.
Yeah,
and,
but even if they're not bluffing,
she
they
could
have a
ace
show
king.
out of
She
ace
could have ace
king.
king.
Yeah,
Exactly.
whatever.
Jacks down the drain. 2 bullets. No. Yes, in the Gladiator. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What are you going to do? And you fired how many? 3?
3. Yeah,
They won't let you back in there? They won't take
they
the money
won't
anymore?
let me get back in there. Still selling 20% for 3K. If I sell it, I'm in. If not, I'm just gonna check into the Nobu Hotel.
Edit all this out. We're not self-promoting Blaze. I'm just kidding. Cannot win the poker tournament, so we're going to play Sammie in chess in the Legends Lounge. Neither of us are very good, apparently, so I'm not going to record this. I would get roasted. If you watched my moves and you know how to play chess, I would get roasted. But we're going to take a shot, because apparently I'm playing Jen Shahade this Friday right here at the Legends Lounge too. Playing Jen Shahade, so we gotta get a couple reps in.
Do you like my pit vipers on my hat? My fake pit vipers?
I'm actually going to take my time this round.
Okay.
Good game. I'll play it, Sammie.
Excellent. All right, more tomorrow. Hard as it is for me to installation. Yes, the installation.
All right, Sammie and I are going to do something called the Triple B, where we're going to take $100 and try to turn it into $800. We get 3 bets: 1 baccarat, 1 blackjack, and 1 black on roulette.
Yes.
Baccarat, blackjack bet. If we win all 3, we make $800. We're going to start with baccarat. The only one we cannot film because it's not electronic. We'll tell you what happens on the first bet. So we lost.
Twice. We lost twice. You started on blackjack. That's not my fault.
Okay, so now we have to go. We're going to do a modified Triple B. We're going to start over here and play
Video blackjack.
video blackjack,
Video roulette
video
on black.
roulette.
They're $400 in Buffalo.
Okay, I like that.
Those are B's. That's 3 B's.
I feel like we have to start with a win if we want this to be interesting.
We have to win all of them for it to be fun.
Okay, so video blackjack first. This is our dealer
She's one of my best friends.
right here.
Yes.
Okay, let's put $100 in there. Starting with blackjack, electronic version,
$100.
$100.
How do we...
That's a good. Do you know what you're doing?
Why are there 2 sides?
Because you could probably play 2 different hands.
We're playing one hand.
All right, 1 hand. We get a 10 against a 9. Hold on, let me give you more money.
Oh my god, we're
We're-
supposed to double down.
Yeah, 100%. This could skip one of the steps in the Triple B challenge.
Double down.
Double down?
You have
Okay, we lose.
We just instantly lose.
place your bets, please.
Sammy, what the fuck?
How much are we down on this now? 400?
Yeah, 200 apiece.
Oh my god. It's terrible.
Sammy, this was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Do you want to do it again?
Absolutely.
Okay, $100.
Yeah, here we go.
We have to win one of these 50-50s, right?
See, when we turn this into 800,
We'll be even.
we'll be even.
Not if,
Dang.
but when. Come on, give us a blackjack.
Ace?
Oh boy,
You have 5.
What are you actually supposed to
you
do
can't
this?
double on this machine anyway. We're hitting.
You have
Oh, 21.
Dealer has 20.
Let's go.
Oh, we
Let's
got
go, let's go.
one.
All
Okay,
right, cash us out.
$200.
Cash out. All right, we pulled a 21. We're in for 500.
Let's not talk about that. We have doubled our $100 to 200. We're
Yes.
taking the 200 to roulette and putting it on black. If we win this, we're up to 400. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, we got $200. We're taking 200, putting it both on black, right?
Yeah.
Spin it.
Spin it.
Let's hit a black. One time. Triple B. Okay,
Red. Not good.